Yo guys, I'm Yellow, the Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, and today we are going to be pretty brutal. We are going to talk about stuff that I would claim to be pretty hardcore. It's gonna be about Faceit, and how they have now introduced, and they are going to launch a new anti-cheat client that you can have on your PC. Now, this will only be beta early on, and only some people will have it either enforced or will get the option to use it, but I'm certainly going to use it, considering just the other day I actually tweeted to Faceit and to the few of you guys that have decided to follow me on Twitter that, you know what, I'm not really too happy about the density of cheaters that you can find on most ranks, considering you'll just do a very regular peek and you instantly notice that some really dubious low-level cancer account just shot you out from the heavens, and you know that this kid will never be able to do that, and that he has never done that before, except for he's using illegal cancer kid tools in order to do his bidding, because he can't play the game, essentially. Which is pretty sexy, considering now we have also had 2 VAC ban waves, because Valve was like, you know what, 1 is not enough, we gotta try and slap down on these pathetic people that just can't play the game, really. Which is sexy also, considering right after this VAC ban wave, the density of people getting banned every day increased a little bit also. So I'm going to assume that this is some sort of minor upgrade that will help a little bit in the shorter run. Even though, again, matchmaking's lovely VAC system will never be able to get as good as with the intrusive type that Faceit have now introduced, which I would claim to be very similar to what ESEA is currently running. Now, the basic argument for why I'm going to try out the Faceit thingamajig instead is also because of how I'm going to trust this company a bit more because of their history. There has not been any insane and very, very silly Bitcoin mining utilities put onto their programs, and that's aside from every staff member within Faceit themselves. They've publicly speaking done a job that is a little bit better than what I've seen from the Faceit guys. You guys really gotta go through memory lane and maybe take a look at some of Richard Lewis's older videos regarding these things in order to find proper ESEA sources. But either way, both services are currently fine, and this is not just me by preference going to go with Faceit, but it's also because of how there are more of a density of people playing CS in Europe on Faceit, so that obviously helps. And secondary speaking, this utility or tool or downloadable program is, I mean, it's essentially like a new version of what ESEA got going. So it's only going to be helpful in that sense, yeah. Now, let's move on then to a couple of other subjects that you guys might be interested in, and that's going to be about me going on a rampage with my new Smurf account. Now, there will be multiple purposes with this account, but from the get-go, I'm going to try and rank up all the way from Silver 1 to Global Elite. Now, whether or not I'm going to go all the way, I don't really know, because on this main account, a couple of games after the match you're watching me play right here, I got to Global again, so I'm not, going to be a masochist again and downrank on my main account because of how I constantly play with viewers and I play with people that don't have the same rank I do, in which this almost inevitably will rank me down. But either way, the fact is that now when I'm global again on my main account, it didn't happen in this gameplay, by the way, even though again I got 38 kills and I annihilated people, and I probably got a huge chunk of elo from the ending match score I got here. I think the enemy team only got 9 rounds or maybe 6 or something, but yeah, like, point is that while this wasn't the match, fact is that I'm now global, and that means that with this kind of peak performance I currently got, I mean, it's not going to amount to much against true professionals, but it will still be an absolute annihilation when you then go on a Silver 1 account and you face people that don't have that much experience at the game, in which not only is that going to be fun, not only will that open up for me to have a secondary Smurf account that I can play with people of all skill levels at, but it will assist me in learning a little bit about how the ranking system works down to the most nitpicky details. And this is what I'm interested in, okay? So, essentially, what I am thinking about is that there should be, or might be, some sort of feature that lies in the background that is going to hinder people from either ranking up really, really fast, which seem to be there, but I'm not sure unless I've, like, tested it out myself, so I want to do that. But secondly, I think there might be some sort of feature that might do something that I am not going to expect regarding exactly what you have to do in order to rank up. So, I'm going to do a personal benchmark ballpark of how these features work out when I'm playing the game, in which the only way I can truly do this is to play the games myself, do all the killing myself, and watch all the rounds that we get versus the enemies myself, and that's aside from taking the average skill level of all of our teammates' ranks versus the enemy team's ranks, and then line them up and see how they will differ, in which, while I already know pretty much everything that there is to learn about the ranking system, how it works, and all that sort of stuff, some of you longer time subscribers probably know that I've made like 2 or 3 or even 4 videos regarding how they truly works. This will probably allow me to know everything about how it works, in which, when I'm done with learning everything about the matchmaking system, I'm pretty much easily able to get to Global Elite, at least in prime conditions, that is, considering this Smurf account won't have that, which is gonna be annoying. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with matchmaking after that. Either way, in the meantime, it's gonna be really fun to stream this, so I would urge you guys to tune in if you have the extra time this weekend and all days in the future to the stream, so that you can take a look at me being either insane versus the opposition, or if you just want to hang out and have a fun time. Hopefully, though, this video learned you a little bit about, and it taught you a bit about the Faceit update, the VAC ban waves, and what I will be doing regarding streaming in the future, and yeah, do whatever the hell you want to, because it's a free country and all that sort of stuff. Or it's a free world, mostly, yeah. Anyways, here are 2 related videos if you want to get smarter or better at the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks to you Patreon supporters. You are helping each and every single video being made, so that is pretty awesome. Have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.